This is Hamburg, and the Star Club's over there, and this is where the Beatles first started playing together as a band. They usually played to sailors and whores and drunkards. But this is where they developed their sound.
So welcome to Hamburg, and this is the Beatles Platz. And as Eddie said, this is where the Beatles first sang, like in Hamburg.
And it's the red light district.
Yeah, it's still the red light district. We illegally parked right in the street, so we need to be fast about this. Apparently, parking in Hamburg is quite expensive, but we decided we're just gonna find here a place to park.
I like the fact that it didn't get gentrified. Like, this is where the Beatles played, because red light district. It still is the red light district.
Yes. So basically, a lot of clubs. Let me show you. Fortunately, the bar is not open, but the nearby establishments are. So this is the sign for the bar, and the bar should be there, but it's not open. It is trying the gate for the second time. But there's a Lufthouse right here.
This is where the Beatles used to go. They have
to the bar.
for John.
Yeah, so the bar is over there, which we cannot show you. And apparently a lot of people are confused as well, because they're roaming around trying to find the entrance to the backyard for the bar, but there is none. Anyway, the sun came out. Let's take some pictures of this wonderful red district street. Look, they have men's strip here. And okay, what is this?
It's the girls on show.
Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, and there's obviously a church. Seems only appropriate.
Whoa, Hamburger. Whoa.
Kennst du das Hamburger?
It's really funny because they bring all the tourists down this street, but there's nothing on it. Just like, if you can picture this late at night, this is the red light district. Ringo and John drunk on this street.
Can you tell which one is Paul, which one is John?
I can,
course.
because of their guitars and their hairs. So that's Paul, because of the Rickenbacker bass.
Yeah.
And that's John, and that's George, and that's most interesting. That's Stu Sutcliffe. He was in the Beatles, but he got into a fight and somebody kicked him in the head. And he kind of looked like James Dean.
Okay.
Yeah, he was John's friend. Poor guy.
Why does George? Oh, lips, sorry. I don't know what happened here, but somebody really loved George. Really loved him. Yeah. Hamburg is a poor city in northern Germany known for
for its vibrant nightlife, cultural attractions, and green spaces. The city has a rich history as a center of trade and industry and is home to many museums, galleries, and theaters. Hamburg's harbor is one of the busiest in Europe, is a major contributor to the city's economy. It has a rich history dating back to the Middle Ages, and it's still an important center of trade and industry today. Visitors can take a boat tour to see the harbor and the sites around it, including the historical Speicherstadt, a district of warehouses built on stilts on the harbor. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a popular tourist attraction with many museums and shops. The harbor also offers Elbphilharmonie Concert Hall, which is one of the most modern and acoustically advanced concert halls in the world. This concert hall was built on top of an old warehouse. The building architecture is striking. It is designed to look like a wave that reflects the movement of the river. The harbor also has an underwater tunnel called Elbtunnel, which connects the neighborhoods of St. Pauli and Steinwerde on the other side of the river. The tunnel is over 900 meters long and offers a unique and exciting way to experience the harbor and the city. Visitors can take a walk or bike to the tunnel and enjoy the views of the river and the ships passing by on the other side. The harbor area of Hamburg has a rich history and has undergone many changes over the years. As you can see, historically, this area was a center of maritime commerce and trade, as I said before, and this was home to a large working class population who lived and worked in the docks and warehouses. The harbor was an important hub of industry and commerce, and the local population was made up of a diverse mix of people from different backgrounds and cultures. In recent years, the harbor area has undergone transformation and has become a more upscale and gentrified neighborhood, with many new apartments, shops, restaurants being built along the riverfront. The area is now a popular destination for tourists and residents alike who come to enjoy its scenic views, vibrant cultural scene, and diverse dining options. The harbor is also a popular destination for touristic vessels, including river cruises and sightseeing boats. These vessels offer visitors the chance to see the harbor and its many sights from the water, and they provide a unique perspective on the city and its history. And let's not forget that this is one of the largest and busiest harbors in Europe and handles a large amount of trade and commerce. In this harbor, you will also find a variety of cargo handling facilities, including container terminals, bulk cargo terminals, and roll-on, roll-off terminals for vehicles and heavy machinery. The harbor also has extensive storage and warehousing facilities to handle the large volumes of goods passing through it. As you walk away from the harbor, you will find yourself in the old center of the city. Here you will find one of the most notable landmarks in the center of Hamburg, which is the Town Hall, a beautiful neo-Renaissance building located in a central square. The building was completed in 1897 and is known for its ornate facade and impressive dome. The town hall is surrounded by other historic buildings and landmarks, including the St. Michaelis Church, a beautiful Baroque church with a tall tower that offers panoramic views of the city. Another must-visit place in Hamburg is the St. Nikolai Memorial, which is a historical site and museum located in the center of the city. It was built as a memorial to the victims of the bombing of Hamburg during the Second World War and is dedicated to preserving the memory of the events that took place during the war. The original St. Nikolai Church was one of Hamburg's largest and most important churches and was severely damaged during the bombing of Hamburg in 1943. After the war, the ruins of the church were left standing as a memorial to the victims of the bombing and as a symbol of the city's resilience. Today, St. Nicholas Memorial serves as a museum. You can explore the remains of the church and learn about the events that took place during the war through the exhibits and the audio guides. Another interesting architectural landmark in the city is the Chile House, a unique building in the shape of a ship. In addition to its architecture, Hamburg's city center is also rich in history. The city has a long and fascinating history dating back to its days as a major trading center and port. You can also explore the city's history by visiting museums such as Hamburg's Museum or the International Maritime Museum, or by taking a guided tour of the city's many historic buildings and landmarks. Hamburg is also known for its vibrant cultural scene and its many festivals and events. The city is home to numerous theaters, galleries, concert halls, as well as a number of parks and green spaces. To sum it all up, here are some of the top reasons I recommend visiting Hamburg if you have the chance. Of course, you have to visit it for its maritime heritage, because this is one of the largest ports in Europe and it has a rich maritime heritage. You cannot miss the city's port and harbor area. You should take a river cruise. Also, of course, Hamburg has a rich cultural scene because, Beatles played here in their humble beginnings. The architecture in Hamburg is another great reason to visit the place. You will find here a mix of historic and modern architecture with many interesting buildings. If you love red brick buildings, then this is the place for you. Hamburg has a lot of history dating back to the days when it was a major trading center and port. I do recommend getting a guided tour to get a better understanding of the city and its vibe. I hope you enjoyed this visit to Hamburg and I have inspired and convinced you to visit Hamburg on your next trip to Germany. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to my channel and see you next time. Goodbye for now.